Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. I got so many requests from you guys to make something Inside Out themed. We have never made something Inside Out themed before, and I absolutely love this movie. The first time I watched it, I was on a tour bus. We were driving around the country touring the Nerdy Nummy cookbook. It was so much fun. I have so many good memories of this movie that I want to make something very special. I thought, we've made a piñata cookie before, but we've never made a piñata cake before. So today we are going to be making an Inside Out piñata cake, also known as a surprise cake, with a bunch of yummy, edible surprise memories inside. Let's get started. To make a surprise cake, you need at least 3 cakes. You have the bottom, the hollowed center where you're gonna put your candies or whatever you'd like, and then the top. So the ingredients that I have right here are to make 1 cake. So if, like me, you're making 3 cakes, you're gonna times this recipe by 3. But if you'd like to make a huge surprise cake, a 5-layer one, times by 5. You get it. The things you'll need will be 1½ cups of cake flour, 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 3/4 cup sugar, 1 cup of unsalted butter, 1 1/4 cup of milk, 4 eggs, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now let's put it all together. The first thing that we're gonna do is whisk together our dry ingredients into this bowl right here. We're gonna add our cake flour, baking powder, and salty. Now whisk together till everything's evenly combined. I just set the dry ingredients off to the side, and now we're gonna cream together our butter and sugar into this mixing bowl. You're gonna pour in all of your butter, then add your sugar, and we're gonna mix together. Now we're gonna mix together until it's light and fluffy. And now we're gonna be adding our eggs in one at a time. We're gonna add an egg and then mix, egg, mix, and be sure to scrape in between each time. And then add your vanilla and mix it up one more time. Now we've got our wet ingredients mixed together, our dry ingredients mixed together, and our milk over here. We're gonna add our dry ingredients in 3 parts and our milk in half. So it will go dry and then mix it up, and then half of the milk, then mix it up. Dry, milk, dry, starting and ending with dry. Our cake batter's ready, and now I'm getting ready to bake. Over here I have a 10-inch round baking pan, and it is 2 inches tall, and I've lined it with a piece of parchment paper at the bottom and greased it so it's ready to go. Now we're just gonna pour all your batter in. You're gonna want to fill it about 80 to 90% full. You want it to be very tall. Now my cake is ready to bake. We are gonna heat the oven to 350 degrees and bake for 30 minutes. Then we are gonna reduce the heat to 325 and bake for an additional 20 to 30 minutes. And just a reminder, I'm gonna be baking 2 more cakes because I want 3 of these. I took my cakes out of the oven. They've had plenty of time to cool. I baked 3 cakes. As you can see over here, I cut the first cake in half, my second cake in half, and then my third cake, I just leveled it using a cake leveler to be a little bit taller. This is gonna be the top of the cake. Now we're gonna cut circles into the center of 3 of our cakes. This is what makes our cake a surprise cake. I just found what I had around the kitchen. This is a 6-inch pan, and you're just gonna place it in the middle of your cake. Then I'm just gonna take a little sharp cutting knife, and I'm gonna cut it out all the way around. As you guys can see, I have a piece of cardboard in between each layer so that it won't cut through. I'm just gonna pop it out of the center. Ta-da! Now feeling the joy. It worked. Now we're gonna cut out the center of 2 more of our layers of cake. Now it's time to assemble our cake. What we've got over here, we've got the bottom of our cake, the top layer of our cake, and then 3 of the hollowed out center layers of our cake. Then to fill our piñata cake, I have a bunch of different mini gumballs here. They are the colors of the memory orbs, like from the movie. We have yellow for joy, green for disgust, blue for sadness, red for anger. I'm not doing that one very good. Okay, there we go. And purple for fear. The first thing to do to build our cake is take the bottom layer and place it onto our cake stand. Then we're gonna take our frosting. This is just some buttercream frosting I put into a plastic baggie. Just put a little frosting around the edges. I'm not gonna frost in the middle though. Now we're gonna place on our first hollowed layer right on top. Now we're gonna add our next 2 hollowed out layers. Before we add the top layer, we're gonna fill up our piñata cake with a bunch of yummy candies. I'm gonna take all of my mini gumballs and pour them into a bowl to mix them up. Now I've got all of our gumballs. I'm gonna add them in. This is about 6 cups. This is like the most awesome birthday cake. I wish somebody made me one of these. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You just want to make sure it's nice and full. Then we're gonna add the top layer of our cake. It's happening. Our cake is assembled and it is ready to frost. Just gonna take more of the purple buttercream icing and I'm gonna start at the top. I like to smooth it out and then work it down the sides. Once you've got some frosting on the side of your cake, now we are gonna make it really smooth looking. You can either use a very long spatula or I've got this little cake lifter thing. Anything with a straight edge like this will do. You guys, this is really cool because it's super easy. You just put it here, it's resting on the plate, and then we're gonna spin it around. Just gently push into the cake and smooth it out. Our cake's frosted and it's nice and smooth, and now we're gonna pipe on the border. We're gonna pipe on a border on the bottom of the cake and around the top of the cake. I really like to do this because it just brings the whole cake together. It makes it feel finished. Over here I've got buttercream frosting, which I've dyed the different character colors. We have blue, yellow, purple, red, and green. I put them into plastic baggies with number 12 tips because the border that I'm gonna be attempting is called dots. We just make little circles all the way around that look like the memory orbs. So you're just gonna start here. And then I'm just gonna be alternating the different colors just like the memories are stored in the movie. Our cake is almost ready to serve. It is almost done. It's completely iced, but I just wanted to make some final decorations for the top. I wanted it to feel like you were hanging out in headquarters. So I found these little figurines online. I ordered these ones, but we are gonna be making their control panel. Well, they're doing everything. Here I've laid down a piece of wax paper and I've got some powdered sugar over here. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some down so that our fondant doesn't stick to the surface. And now I'm gonna make this control panel. I'm first gonna start with the white fondant and I'm gonna make a base and a top of the control panel. Base kind of looks like that. And now I'm gonna make the top. I'm gonna flatten it out. Kind of looks like the Super Nintendo game controller. Then I'm gonna use all the different color fondants over here. This is just marshmallow fondant that I've dyed different colors to make all of the little buttons and levers and shapes that are on top of the control panel. This is what mine look like. And with the little fondant balls, you can juggle your emotions. Ready? Joy, set. Okay, final touches. This part's easy. Oh, I'm gonna do the control panel first because they're all hanging out around the control panel. Come here, Joy. Got fear, disgust, and then sadness, and anger. Ta-da! Here's the inside out cake that we made today. I think this would make an amazing birthday cake, you guys. It is super cute. A big thank you to you guys for suggesting something inside out. I am super excited because this is the first time on Nerdy Nummies that we have ever made a piñata cake, a surprise cake. Here it is. I can't wait to cut it open, see all the little gumballs. I'm so excited. I'll be taking lots of pictures of this cake and posting it on Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you guys make this cake, please take a picture and send it to me. I love seeing your baking creations. I get a big kick out of it. It just makes my day. Also, if you have any other ideas for any of the Nerdy Nummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to make it happen. All right, thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye. All right, surprise! Oh, all the emotions. Oh no, sadness, come back. Get in there.